Well, I'm on the way to meet a gentleman who has a significant collection of hockey cards from 1910 and 1911, including the rookie cards of Frank and Lester Patrick, Art Ross, Newsy Lalonde, Cyclone Taylor, and George Vezina. They're the first hockey cards ever issued. And the interesting story behind this buy is this is the second time I'm going to have seen this collection. The first time this gentleman and I met, we couldn't agree on a price. He was adamant he wanted $5,000 for the stuff. And after I went through it and tried to come up to his price to see if we could do a deal, the best I could do was $4,500. Now, usually when you're that close at this level, you can, bridge the gap and come to a deal, but we just couldn't. So flash forward a couple years later, and he's reached out to me again, which shows me that he still has a collection. So maybe he wasn't able to find another buyer or someone who would pay him what he wanted. Or he doesn't want to sell the cards himself, which for what he has means you almost have to send the cards away to get graded, because when you're putting these things into the collecting world, for cards from 1910, people want to know that they're real, they're not altered or trimmed, that they're authentic, and the only way to do that is to have them professionally graded. But that means whoever is going to sell them has to ship them off to California to PSA or another grading company, hope they get there safely, hope they come back safely. Then there's the cost of doing it, which is very expensive, and you don't know the grades you're going to get back. Most of the time people think they're going to get 5s and 6s and 7s because they see those crazy prices online, when in reality they're probably going to get 1s and 2s, which sell for nowhere near those high prices people like to look at online and then think their cards are worth that. At any rate, I'm going to meet the guy now. We're going to try to come to a deal again on his collection, but he still wants $5,000. He's a very nice guy. He's very honest and straightforward, which I appreciate, which is, again, why I'm going to meet him again. I think I'm going to do the deal. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going there with the intention of doing it. But that's a lot of money, and there's a lot of risk. I mean, there's really no room for error here, and I hope there's enough profit to make it worthwhile. But I'm gonna go. We're gonna meet again. We're gonna look through the stuff, and let's see if we can come to a deal. Stefan, how are you?
Mike,
Nice
nice to see you. Absolutely.
All right, let's go upstairs and see if we can put together a deal. So there's the Art Ross. We're going through the cards now. There's two different Art Ross cards in this collection. There's Newsy Lalonde, Lester Patrick. You've got all the heavyweights at the top.
Yes.
Cyclone Taylor, which for anybody who grew up in Vancouver, that name really resonates. Percy Lazure. These were the first hockey cards ever issued in 1910.
That's right.
Okay.
I am Imperial Tobacco.
And then the other group in the collection is the next year after, which is
C55 series.
right. And there's 44 here. Gonna go through them quickly. There's the George Vezina rookie card. There's the Art Ross. There's the Newsy Lalonde. Joe Malone. Okay, now the fun part of actually going through these things and looking at the condition and trying to see if they warrant the price, which I hope they will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, I'm trying to go through these and I'm trying to come up to the price. And then you look at a card like this, which is over 100 years old. It's amazing it survived like that when you first look at it. And then you take a closer look and it's got a crease from the top all the way down into the player's hairline. So then you're trying to determine, well, what will that come back graded? And it's probably a 1. It looks like it should be a 5, but it's a 1, which is tricky. All of these cards are really nice.
until you take a close look at a lot of them have little pencil marks on the back, or paper loss, little nicks, some tape. Again, nobody thought to ever take care of these things. It's amazing they even survived. Almost all of them were thrown away, but it doesn't matter, because when you're putting them into the collecting conscious, no one cares about anything other than the grade and how much you want for the card. So I've been through the collection, and I don't know if I'm any more clear this time whether I can buy it or not. It's 50-50. I'm gonna make a phone call, talk to a guy and see what he thinks, and stay tuned. Okay, so after some back and forth and some negotiation and a phone call back east, we've come to a deal. I'm gonna buy this collection today for $4,000 cash. Really, it just comes down to the simple fact of what the condition the cards are in, and there's just no getting around that. I want to say, Stefan, it was a pleasure doing business with you. You're very upfront and very honest guy, and it's nice to deal with somebody like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you can count that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would be 3,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would be 4.
Okay. 8, 9, 10, 4,000.
And I'm glad that we were able to come to a deal. And, I'm hoping maybe you can tell anyone watching this video that if they have a collection similar to yours and they're looking to deal with somebody that's like you, upfront and honest, and that, hopefully they'll give me a call and we can do something just like we're doing today.
Absolutely. So I met Mike 2 years ago, and this is when the deal first started. He's well researched, well versed in his knowledge, so was I. So we came to an amicable,
a fair deal for both of us. So
Absolutely.
both of us. That's what a good transaction should be, where nobody is elated and nobody's disappointed.
No.
This honestly is a fair deal.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And if you want a fair transaction and a fair price for your collection, please do what Stefan did. Give me a call at 604-726-1774. Go to the website, aasportscards.com. Learn about me, call me, and let's do a deal together. Thank you very much.
Thanks.